Okay, underwear would have been worried, but they wouldn't have been seeing anything because, I mean, it's through a camera on a screen. It's not, you know, they could zoom in a whole lot maybe.
Oh, maybe next time. I guess we're getting into this one. Is this a knife before I get too excited?
It is a knife.
Okay, we normally get super hyped and then it's oh.
Do you want to do a passion button knife round?
What's that one?
Yes, my friend. Swing, my friend. Kill. I don't know. I can't actually do that.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. No, it just came to my mind right now.
Kill
Pasha flex bicep with butter knife. He only needs a butter knife. Everyone else has like a sharp knife. Pasha just shows up with his fists.
Well, Baba taking the knife round. This is interesting about Cobble. You're seeing it being a very T-sided affair in recent iterations now. So we'll see how this goes down. I'm sure PixelFire will probably stay. Oh, they're going to swap. Interesting. I'm saying a lot of teams are fancy going T first. Maybe it's the key now to see how many rounds you can get on the CT side. Set yourself a target. And we're seeing Navi recently. All they need is 5 to work with. It seems to be their go-to number. Somehow always getting 5 and then just wrecking on the T side. So here we go then. It's going to be PixelFire starting on CT. DenDD on the T side for a looser playstyle. Obviously, Cobble can be very efficient with this sort of mentality. Just fast B splits.
Yeah, I mean,
A splits. Then we need to do 2 technical with smokes. You can do wall of smokes into B if you want to. But a lot of teams will be able to fall back on it. It's not like they're not going to have those tactics.
Some casters that I've spoken to, I don't want to name who, are a little bit sick of the Cobble meta right now because they feel like it doesn't matter if you execute correctly or not. It's just a matter of timing the first pick. As soon as you get one pick in B, the CT side just breaks down because they have to focus on long. Oh, you come out drop. You focus on drop. Oh, you come out long. So it's almost like there's too much of a spread in the angle that the CTs have to cover, and it doesn't seem very tactical. I still enjoy the map. But it is an interesting note. It is something to consider. I think there are ways to play that. I think it just puts more pressure on getting the correct read as the CT side.
Well, we've got DeadFox now. He spots 2 players towards middle. It looks like a fast A split coming in. He takes the first kill as well. He's a player we pointed out. Barbar chiming in as well. Suddenly goes down to the 5-on-3 in favor of PixelFire here. The last 3 remaining players for DenDD towards long A.
Not sure how. I'm in the same server as you, yet I have a delay. But I'll cast off the TV. As DeadFox looking to try and do some damage onto Sipe. Instead, though, does get taken down by the Glock. We lost to Glocks! It is a pistol round. That's acceptable. As it's going to be a 4 versus 3. Dumas, Benji already bowing out, as with DeadFox we just saw. They're going to take this back over toward the B site. And the interesting thing is, unlike what we normally see on a pistol round, we've got Flash pushed really far up. Zenda, he actually was looking there, but he looks away at the last second. Sipe, he's low on HP, but it's out of ammo inside that USP. So despite doing so much damage and putting him on 1 HP, he's still going to recover that bomb and have a chance to work in toward the B site in a now 2 versus 3 situation. Good push from Flash, I have to say. That gives you so much information. And now look how quickly they're able to rotate back over to the B site. Great shot from Berg, though. That catches Taboo. And suddenly now it's a 2 versus 2. It's doable. Next pick could really define this, despite that Sipe only has 1 HP to work with. There's still has 30 seconds, but they're going to commit. Mave goes down, and that's pretty much going to do it. Unless Sipe hits 2 of the craziest one-taps of his life. This round is going to go the way of PixelFire. They start off 1-0.
Yeah, after losing those first 2 frags, DenDD did well to get 3. And I've just had confirmation. Apparently Twist is the coach here. So he's coming in for just the moral support.
There we go. He did play with them before he joined Pronex's team.
Yeah, that's true. So that makes sense, actually. That does really solve the mystery. So PixelFire, who was actually DeadFox player Yanka called out. This is the first frag. And the backup from Barbar as well, the top and middle. Great couple of opening kills there to get themselves in the lead. 1-0. They're going for 4 rifles here. Only 1 SMG with the MP9 on Taboo. And there's going to be a full force buy from DenDD. Obviously not getting the bomb down. More than justified here. Tech 9s and Desert Eagles. Got to be trying to work that long A area.
See, I figured out why.
What's
I
up?
think. No, I'm in.
You're on the Go
IP.
TV, I think.
How
I'm on
does
the
this
server.
work? How does this work? Okay, I'm going to join over now. I'm so confused, Henry.
It's fine. Let's just.
We'll get through this. We'll work it.
It's fine. Anyway, so looking like all 5 players for DenDD now. Just trying to work anything they can with the Deagle. And that's what they wanted. Sipe opens it up. 5-4.
This will now give them the advantage with pistols to try and work with. Keep in mind, they've got the range game and the fact that Taboo's only got the 9, but there are rifles also on the site. Mave forced back in behind the hut on platform. He's actually going to jump up above and try and see through stables to where Berg is, but this is all a ruse. This is all a distraction. The bomb right now is grouped up in the B tunnels, and that's going to be confronted by none other than Taboo. So the SMG's left alone. The MP9, but that's all you need. It's the best gun in the game. And Zenda's going to take Taboo back down finally with the Tech 9. Leave it to 3-on-3, but now the rifles will join into the action.
Yeah,
if they get a bomb plan out of this, I'd be happy with that.
I felt like Taboo didn't get punished quickly enough there. As soon as he took the first frag, there should have been two terrorists taking him down there. But it comes down to a 3-on-3. No bomb planted, as you pointed out. 30 seconds remain. Teaser's trying to find a pick here. Barbar should seal the deal there, taking down Zenda. But Berg all of a sudden, he's coming in. It's 2-on-1 out of nowhere with the Desert Eagle. It's just going to be Maeve now to clutch things out. He's got the Famous and a kit, but 2 players to find as well. Bomb just been planted. It's in a pretty standard position behind the statue. He's just holding on and hoping someone gives him something to work with here. There's the face. He's aware of one player at least. Chucking grenades towards the platform. Needs to be finding a kill very quickly. Still has another one to find. And Damas is going to be the one to finish things off. So, DenDD, an unlikely round, but working out for them. That initial Deagle headshot coming in from Sipe. Taking down one of the bigger players, Dead Fox. And there it is. DenDD bounced straight back. And now it's going to be PixelFire on the chase. And let's just have a replay of this. That's pretty sick. Look how tight that angle is. And he takes that one dig down.
Nothing like a tight angle.
Berg coming in. Low HP on Barbar, to be fair. But big plays all the same. Now the CT's coming in with the force by themselves. 5.7s, P250s and CZs. I've got head armor as well, up against 4 rifles and a Deagle of DenDD.
Maeve waiting with P250 after that loss. And that was all. I mean, yes, we said that Taboo was late to be punished, but that was all due to the fact of an over-rotation out of the A site. A very good job to anchor down that long position from a solo player. So AK in the hands of Sipe. We got the M4 on Benji that was carried over, as with the FAMAS of Dumas. It's appropriate that he would carry that gun. Don't often see this boost, but it's just simply to hold in case anyone does decide to push. But on pistols, it's not likely Taboo is going to extend himself into that angle. Instead, he's going to hold the 5.7 down below the broken wall. DenDD's thought better of this, actually.
Yeah, they're going back towards A, it seems. Obviously, you can't read the stacks unless you're given any information. Walking into B, very scary experience. So they're going to be playing a safe game here. Just splitting towards the middle. Sipe finding his first kill. It's going to be Maeve to find here. And he has somehow makes something of that. I'm not sure why the kill hasn't come straight back in. He's going to get away with this as well. This is kind of clumsy for DenDD. And now they're going to be backing off into B. Not really sure what the plan is here. 25 seconds remaining. No real control of the map so far. Dumas trying to do what he can. Good thing is actually if peeled to CT's away from B, so he should be able to get a plant here as the smoke goes down on the side.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Plant going to come in. Maeve is the one with armor and that gun. He's going to have to be a large part of this retake. He's already got the burning flames onto Zenda. It's going to be Barbar into Dumas. We could be staring at back-to-back ecos as Barbar takes down Sipe and Bomb. It's going to be diffused. It's going to be PixelFire answering back. I want a game like this. Let's never have an economy. Let's just have pistols whenever round.
Back-to-back fun. Well, there we go. DenDD, I have to say, they kind of threw that around a little bit. Just the basic fundamentals of CS not really working out for them there. Deciding to go back towards middle after not really getting any intel from B. That's fine. One player with PT50 towards middle takes one of them out. He's very close angle as well. I'm not really sure why they wouldn't refrag him and allow him to run away. They thought about the situation, waited like 5 or 6 seconds, then finally go for the reface. By that time, another CT's backed him up, and then he gets the kill as well. We're just very sloppy there. DenDD will, of course, be force buying into this. Is what you wanted to see, Matt.
Yep.
Slugfest.
Let's do it. I like a brawl.
As we go into it, it's going to be 2 AK-47s, a Deagle, and a Tech 9. Benji with the Scout as well, so he'll be trying to work picks here. Having a look at the setup as well. He's going to be just holding up towards mid, looking for any aggression from the CT so far, waiting for smokes to deplete. Berg is towards drop down by himself, seeing any booster coming in. Bomb is still down. They haven't really got an objective as of yet. Just trying to clear key areas, maybe get some mid control here, smoke off danger, and just see if they can push the CTs back slightly.
Figured it out. I'm in the server now.
Perfect. That's what we need.
Either way, Maeve's now going to hold at the bottom of middle, smoke off to his left. This will give him a bit of a concealed escape, but it also blinds up his vision. It deters it just enough that he can't land shots on those who enter. A slight bullet grazing Zenda. He takes him down to 78, but flashback in. He'll try again with the M4. It's not going to work out. Meanwhile, Berg is going to try and just wait out and anchor the long position so that the terrorists want to work back over toward B. They'll still have some map control to contend. Taboo's the only one close enough to him, and Taboo's holding on to the AK. Again, carried over from the last round, similar to what we said about the terrorists previously. And the terrorists are now DenDD going to be looking into that B site. Barbar holding drop, has Flash to play support, but Flash also has obligations at long. As soon as that gets pressured, it's going to be he and Taboo that have to crossfire. So Sipe needs to win this against Babar right now, and they'll get a chance. But meanwhile, it's all going the other way. Sipe does win that duel, but they haven't contended, haven't dealt with Taboo, who picks up 2, and Maeve on the rotation will close it out.
Yeah, DenDD looking a little bit lost on this map, I have to say, after getting locked out of middle. Looking like they wanted to get that control. They were funneled back towards the B bomb site. Only had about 25 seconds or so before they actually executed it in there. And I wouldn't even say it's an execution. It's kind of walked 2 players out of a platform, trying to check everything out at once. Pretty simple frags. See Taboo here, just having a good time. Just standing in the open at this stage, just enjoying the free kills as everyone runs out one by one through fire and all sorts. And that's going to fully lock down DenDD now. 3 plays 1, PixelFire in a great position here. You can see Maeve with the MP7. He's going for the audacious push through the one-way smoke. Let's see if he can spot any feet there. It's a fast long A push though from the terrorist. The bomb's still top of the middle though. I'm not sure what the objective is here, but that's simple frags with Dead Fox.
Dead now, of course.
Well, he's alive. He's alive. But yeah.
Sipe goes down last. Finally, we're starting to get some stabilization in the gameplay as it's 2 straight rounds for PixelFire. This will bring guns back out, but only just for the terrorist side. They'll have smokes to work with, 5 of them. They've got head armor as well, which terrorist side, obviously, that does weigh a little bit more into the equation as M4s out instead. But those 2 successive rounds, look at the economy for PixelFire. I know it's not much, but it is a round in hand, and we haven't had that all game. So significant because it'll, if this continues to be back and forth, give them just that little bit of extra cushion.
It's quite rare to see a CT team have this sort of lead. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. We can see that AWP is now out on Dead Fox, facing from danger towards the top of middle here. That first pick. All 5 players there for DenDD. Working really towards the B site, kind of slowly backing off now. No one really making a move on this yet. Comes the flashbang into drop down. Going to be taking it over just yet. See whether there is a stack there from the CTs. Damas wants the player to check. No damage being exchanged so far.
Keep an eye on the information gathering right now going on from Dead Fox. He's almost pushed out all the way out long A. Maeve's still sticking around, but he's almost got the option at this point to just bail out, run back. As soon as that smoke dissolves in mid, I'm sure he's going to do so. And then he'll be able to support Taboo, Flash, and Barbar, who are playing very passively in the B site, by the way. That long B platform is wide open.
The terrorists still have 5 smokes now. I wouldn't be surprised we saw a similar sort of proper execution coming in here.
Good news is the Taboo's position will see above most of that. So here we go. The first one drops up the front of drop. We've seen that a little bit more commonly as of late. Second one, where does it land? It's going to be in front of the double doors. So B site's actually relatively open. It's more about cutting off the rotations. That means they need to find the early pick. And Taboo, he's going to win that duel on the boost. Instead, though, Sipe does trade it, but Barbar manages to get on top of Statue again. No smokes in the site. PixelFire has all that vision, and they do all that damage. Sipe's on 2 HP. He's caught by Dead Fox.
It's kind of interesting. A lot of teams, especially on the terrorist side, when they're executing onto the B site, right, they'll be molotoving the tree. Just when you do that time, as soon as that execute's going off, you want to be molotoving the tree just to eradicate that being a possibility. You can see it's always good for one kill, it seems, if you're a CT on top of that area. So he gets 1. He actually headshot another player as well. That was enough for his teammates to have the attention taken off them for 1 and then clear up the frags afterwards. So the execution needs to be a bit tighter than that. It was just a few smokes. Didn't really look like there was any pressure in terms of flashbangs either. So PixelFire take the 5th round here. His predictions coming into fruition, it seems, as a partial buy coming in from DenDD. Just be rushing into drop down straight away. The bomb gets lost as well as Barbar gets the first kill. He gets 2. It's going to be a pretty simple cleanup after that. Benji's the only one coming in with a frag at all. That nothing really to report. A straight up drop down rush. The objective normally is to go out the drop down window and try and backstab into the A bomb side, but so far DenDD are looking a little out of their depth in terms of breaking down the CT setups there. It's just a replay on the screen of the first frag, and that's obviously the information required for the CTs to rotate in and clean up. So there you go, 6-1, and the AWP comes out for Benji now, so a change of mentality. Try and slow things down, try and get a pick. Normally what you try and do is get in towards long A maybe, get him all the way to the end, do some smokes into connector, try and pick up a CT. It looks like a faster approach onto the B side.
Yeah, much faster. Sipe's going to get slowed down, though, considerably as we do see the smoke and the Molotov go toward the arch. Now, that's to clear, actually, CTs. That's thrown by his team, but the smoke is well placed. And it's going to be he versus Flash, essentially, when this does transpire. As Barbar watching, again, toward that drop position. Pops out early enough, but Benji, there it is, the AWP. It's going to open up that first play. Sipe follows it. Benji's gone. But again, it's a 2-for-1 trade favoring the terrorists. Sipe so low on HP. We say that so commonly in this game, it seems. Barbar is trying to find the right opportunity. Bomb's going to be planted a little bit more in the open, in fact, very open, to be covered from both sides. Now, how do they approach that? Because DenDD is taking down Sipe. It's on to Berg and Dumas, and Berg's left at 3 HP, but he wins the duel importantly against Maine. As DenDD trying to spam through the chicken coop. He can't find the shot just yet. When he does finally have an open target, he gets blinded up, so still can't land it. As Barbar's desperate to find a frag, and they're both so low on HP on the terrorist side, but now it's just Berg remaining because Dumas has gone down, and the op shot from DenDD up close. It's going to be PixelFire extending now to 7 rounds.
Yeah, much looser approach having DenDD. They thought, well, the slow-paced stuff isn't working. Let's just go as fast as we can on the upper platform. Actually worked out. A couple of frags coming in their favor. Benji opened it up. Looked like they actually had a favorable situation at one point there, but just isolated in unfavorable positions. You saw one player towards the chicken coop that is getting spammed and rattled, and DenDD in the 2-on-1 here. Nice little shot to finish things off. I think the full defuse would have worked out anyway had he ever died, so it was just a flashy way to finish it, and the CT is now racking up a considerable lead. DenDD, I think, was on 13k with the orb. You can see him getting his confidence, facing towards the top of middle now, and another B-side of the attack coming in from DenDD. Maximum loss bonus now, so probably by pretty much every single round. The counter boost coming in from the CTs. Barbar does spot a player in drop down. And they've got the 5 smokes again. Execution wasn't fantastic before, as I mentioned, like all of the key Molotovs and flashbangs missing. Just concentrating on the smoke, so let's see what they can do this round. As once again, they don't really have any presence towards A whatsoever. This means DenDD can give some very articulate calls here. Doesn't really need to have anyone with him once he's that aggressive towards danger.
Berg down already inside that drop room. No commitment yet from the rest of the terrorists, but he's got good position. He can just sit, anchor, and wait for the opportunity. Molotov does push him a little bit more forward, as 2 of his teammates will eventually commit to this as well. So a heavy presence on drop. Taboo's going to have a little bit of freedom, but it means he's got to find Sipe so he can add support to those playing in the closer proximity to that drop room. But look at PixelFire. Again, they're just finding all the frags so quickly, so easily, and DenDD have no answer again.
Do you know why? Because that's all on DenDD. Because he's going towards middle of the start. He can see if anyone's crossing towards long air there, and as soon as he's spotted, no one's crossed at all, I haven't been smoked out, he gets in that danger position, and then he's looking towards the top of middle. It means all of his teammates can rotate over. They have 2 players in drop down, and then 2 on the site, and they're all kind of working together, and it's just impossible for the T's to do anything. They don't really have an answer for this. Aggressive play coming in from Taboo there, gets that first pick, and that really does seal the deal. DenDD looking like they don't really know how to approach this on the T side. And I was hoping that the loose playstyle they normally employ would work out for them, but it's not even loose right now. It looks rigid and a bit broken as they go for another B rush here with an auto shotgun and some Tech-9s.
Success again for PixelFire against this forced by Tech-9 round from the terrorists. Sipes managed to pick up an M4 at least as they left in a 2 versus 4, but again bombs down inside the alleyway of B. Taboo's just going to sit, watch the site, and with no smokes, he'll have all the vision he needs if they even attempt to go for the plant, which Zenda seems like he wants to do as he gets forward, grabs the bomb now. Sipe can swing out and hit that shot. It might give chance for a plant, but look at that positioning. Flash immediately behind. There's 2 players just watching from this doorway, and if Sipe takes one more step, he's dead.
Well, then, not really much they can do here, to be honest. There is a minute remaining. This is it's semi-intelligent, I guess. He can get a pick out of this. And now the position's given away for 4 HP. Needs to land one more bullet from the player and connector. Bomb may be planted as well. That's probably all they're going to get out of this. That's about it, yeah. So then, CT's now. How many rounds in that in a row? Like 7, I think. Maybe 8 this time. And the pause comes in. Right, DenDD, what is going on?
Yeah,
they don't seem like they know how to play this map at all. This is like worse than a Gabba right now.
I'm a little bit surprised because, again, we were talking them up. We've seen success. Cash is a great map for them.
So yeah, well, that's the loosest stuff, right? And well, on Cobble, right, you need to be pushing the CTs back. You need to be taking away information. Like with players like DenDD and get in danger, and they've got nothing crossing towards long air at all, and he's able to stay there. You're not going to peel CT away from that B side. What you need to be doing is actually going towards the middle of the start of the round, smoking towards the doors, taking that vision away, and is that music?
This is apparently music.
We've got this new feature.
Yeah.
Okay, so the pause comes in. That's good. I like it. Well, so to finish off my point, what you want to be doing is making it uncomfortable to CTs. Don't give them full information. The fact that he can just hold one player towards A and just think, I have no real chance here of having any pressure applied to me. I can call my teammates to go over there. You need to be taking that vision away, pushing them back to the bomb sites. You can just have one player. You can leave him there. You just set up a couple of smoke swords, connect to a balcony, throw some flashbangs out. You can leave one guy there to kill rotators if it's where you go back to B. That's when you can do from a B setup. So then you can't really justify leaving one player alone, at least in the B bomb site, in the A bomb site. Sorry, you need someone backing him up at the very least from connector. So DenDD need to be taking possession. They're not utilising the extra time we have now. And that's what you need to be doing. You need to going together. You could actually get all the way to the end of long A, and you still have time to go back towards B and do your picks there. Obviously, the rushes, they're trying that. I wouldn't mind more rushes. Let's try something a little bit simpler. Let's just get into middle quickly. Let's try and apply pressure there. We haven't shown any presence there, really. Keep just holding up, getting locked out, and going back towards B. So, definitely some options here.
I expect Benji's going to go for the EWP here.
Well, that's the only time they've had that opening kill already, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, why not? Let's give it a go at least. Let's slow it down. Let's try and work some picks.
15, 14. It's just ridiculous how the bank has swelled so much. Remember, this was back and forth affair for all of 3 rounds, and then it's been ever since just PixelFire slaughtering DenDD. No one really stepping up. I mean, where's the names that we normally announce? Sipe's the only one that's done really much. I mean, 7 kills for him, and even then, a lot of those have been late trade kills or eco kills where he picks up a rifle and then goes down immediately after, so it's not like there's been any impact at all to speak of. Except for that one Deagle kill, I guess.
That's true. That was the round they won, it looked like. It looked like someone was going to bounce back after they get the second round forced by with Eagles. I thought that was it. But economic battle at the start. 5 definitely come on top here. It's currently 9-1. We talk about it being a decided affair these days, but maybe still towards this sort of tier of the game. Seems like the T's definitely can't capitalise. DenDD not impressing me so far.
Yeah, not at all. No, I mean, this is not the team we saw.
They just look very rigid. I don't know why they've kept this map in the pool.
It's best of 1. Yeah, exactly. You think best of 1, you get that much opportunity to take it out. If you're not that good on it, just get rid of it. And now the issue is they also play a best of 1 for an elimination match. We know that. We've already talked about it. And they're going to be going up against a team that they know semi-decently well, of course, in the former Allegon team. So we've seen them play each other before. DenDD's usually, I think, got the better in that battle, but it doesn't matter. It's best of 1. Again, if the same mistake happens, if you get on a map, if you come out this slow, you could be going home that quickly in this group. So
here we go then.
Problematic, I would say.
Let's see what DenDD can bring to the table this time. We've got the AWP on Benji. Round number 11 really need to come to life here. Looking like they're focusing more towards A. Like I said, take the vision away from the CT, push them back. You don't have to commit straight away. You've got lots of time to play with here. Maeve pushing through the middle once again. There we go. Dumas gets that first pick. Man advantage. Not out of the woods just yet though. Maeve has spotted one player going towards long A. This could be devastating. He's got all the way through and he rectifies the situation as well. Takes a player down with him. He was expecting the team to come back. Gets double. Could he make it 3? He can't. Dumas brings it in. It's a 3-on-3 now. But the T's, after getting a successful pick, the reaction comes in and neutralizes everything. As once again now, DenDD don't really have any control. Just holding back. Still have a minute to play with, so just need to be assertive in their decisions. They still have 3 smoke grenades, so need to be making sure they're using those. So right now, Dumas going towards long A. He's picked up the AWP, so just trying to work a pick here. Not going to find anyone there, which is good. It means he can just get some control, take away certain knowledge from the CTs. You can see Barbar now. Not the greatest position, to be fair. Doesn't really have an opportunity to give any calls off for his teammates. This could work out very nicely for the Swedes there.
Dumas, smoke, flash over, trying desperately to get toward this A site. Barbar's going to go down and gets caught by Berg. This will bode well for their chances as Flash and Taboo with the last 2 remaining. And Dumas up close with that AWP is going to take Taboo with the back of the van. Now the 1 versus 3. Flash has kit, has nade, and of course we know they've got lots of money, so no reason not to at least stick around and try and diminish that of DenDD, because with only 3 surviving and a full round loss bonus reset coming in, any kill is going to pay dividends down the road regardless. Flash goes down, so it will be 3 surviving, but here comes a chance. If PixelFire win this next round and DenDD do get reset, it's essentially going to close out the half with very little money for DenDD.
Well, it depends how this round goes. You can see they still have enough money in the bank right now to get guns. It wouldn't be the best by next round. There'd be something to work with, I guess. But 9 plays 2. The loss bonus will be out until they lose this round. The double AWP set up now. Barbar and Dead Fox picking those up. I'd like to see Barbar go towards B. Let's see, I'd assume the DenDD are going to try and consider more attacks than they did this then. Just holding up, seeing what is happening to them, wait for the smoke to deplete and then see where the CT setups lie. But here's the AWP towards mid once again. It's going to be Dead Fox wooling it this time. Gets the first pick, and he's been so good for it. Lucky through the door as well as Ender goes down. And the T's are these reacting pretty fast. They've got to get into danger and clear out long A as fast as they possibly can. That's sloppy from Maeve. I'm not really sure why he had to commit to that. He's by himself, pushing through the mid doors, and he can hear footsteps he pushed for a smoke as well. I'm not really sure what the plan was. Obviously it's a surprise play. He's trying to catch them off guard, but it's just throwing away the man advantage they had now. That's an interesting decision. I think he had other players with him to kind of get the refrag. It might have made sense, but here we go then, 4-on-4.
Snipe just patient as well out toward this long position. Bomb. Hands of Benji at the B tunnels. Not on the op this time. Dumas holding the angle from danger as well. It's not like he's in a very relevant position right now. I'd sooner see the AK swap with him and let him try and pick out from long into the A site, but they're going to do it in a much different fashion. Now they're setting up for an execution because Dumas is heading back into that default smoke area. Flash just jumping up and down looking for the information as soon as he spots sight. He'll come up with a response, and now he sees that smoke coming over. That's good enough. He'll take that for his advantage and fire out the flash. Barbar, meanwhile, takes down Berg on the offsite. Nice flash from Barbar onto Benji as well. Flash onto sight means now that it's just Dumas remaining, and unfortunately, DenDD, this is going to be the full reset.
Yeah, pretty simple frags there. Barbar mixing things up, getting the AWP towards the back of B. Just clay pigeon shooting at that point. Didn't really look like he had to break a sweat to find those frags. Dumas will save the AWP, but as we mentioned before, that's the money thrown into oblivion there. They still have Berg on 5k. They saved the AWP, so they could definitely do something with this. I'd say it's probably worth a force buy. See what they can get out of it. Actually going to be approaching this a lot more conservatively than I assumed. Just a partial buy here, keeping Zendi and Berg on around 2k. And looking towards the future, which is something I didn't expect, Matty. Barbar back on the AWP with DenDD as well. DenDD been great getting his first pick. He almost got it again. Very simple shot there, just about got flashed off. I think he needs to be careful. It's been a pick that's been going against him time and time again.
This is actually a lot quicker right now from DenDD. This gives them a chance. There's no rotation flash to boot. Barbar is still working out what's going on at B with a single smoke on long. However, Maeve comes up with a big first pick. That buys time, and instantly, DenDD slow down on their push at long. So already they've brought over flash. It's 3 players inside the site. This doesn't get any easier now for DenDD, who managed 1 kill at least with the Tech 9, but DenDD responds with 2 of his own, and he's going to try and go for a quick shot onto Benji, who's getting very close to his right side. He doesn't yet know it, so it's actually going to be an easy kill for Benji. Dumas complements that, and now they've got themselves a chance here. 2 versus 2. Problem is the bomb is not the one on the site. He's still out toward long A.
They have smoked off connector though. It's locked out Barbar for the time being. He makes his way onto the bomb site. Dumas is pretty low. He's made his way to the fence. He's planted now, so the CT's on the full retake with no utility to work with.
Benji's going to try and hold that angle, but Barbar already hits Dumas. He's got to sit tight. He's got to wait. He's got to hit this next shot as well. As Taboo looking to try and cross over from the back of the truck. They'll get the information on the jump. He's going to run because the stables are wallable, and that's exactly what happens. The wallbang headshot into Benji from Taboo.
DenDD did well to even get the bomb down there. Some nice sneaky play from Benji to get onto the bomb site and take down DenDD, who hit a couple of sensational shots to hold them off as long as they could, but was eventually taken down. Comes down to the 2-on-2. Barbar, though, coming in from balcony. Here's the shots from DenDD now. This second shot was pretty special. Boom. Just to keep the dreams alive before the Tech 9 sneaky play came in. 2-on-2. 11-2 now on the CT side, and a best of 1 of Cobble. Looking pretty grim for DenDD right now.
Yep.
Only a single gun round and force buy.
Yep. It is looking grim. Barbar going to start it off again. Another first pick for PixelFire. Dumas going to follow it, at least with a trade this time. But again, the HP is just dripping. They're just bleeding out right now on DenDD's side. Bomb is going to at least get planted, but all right, round 14, great. You'll have money for the next one. You're not going to win this one. It's now a 4 versus 1. Benji smoked off this and already trying to use all the utilities to push him further and further away from a post-plant position. Manages at least the 1 kill, but immediately Flash goes down. If he picked up the lineup there, might have given him a chance.
Straight up B rush. Simple kills, really. CT's just set up, ready for it. Running through smoke, running through flashes. DenDD managed to get 2, but not really much else. They get money for the last round. It's not going to be a lot, though. 2 Tech 9 players, 3 rifles. Here's the featured match when you screen Flash. 15 kills, Sipe, and 7. So he's definitely leading the charge there. He's actually top fragging the server Flash as well. One of the B players. Just mopping up the frags as they come on the screen there. Final round of the first half. DenDD, I would say, this is a must-win for them, but given what I've seen so far, I'm not holding out much hope. DenDD once again, back towards middle. Maeve this time. Has been smoked out.
Benji side. And Zenda smoked out at mid as well as Maeve. Just going to sit and watch, but Barbar's again going to be the one to open things up over at the B site. Takes down Berg immediately at long. Taboo's going to sit on that platform, so that's anchor. They can start to force a rotation. However, that rotation hasn't come yet, and Maeve does go down. It's a combined kill from Sipe and Zenda that now allows Benji to try and push forward. Bomb's still the one lagging behind, so they need to make sure they find room and create space to allow it to transfer into the bomb site. Benji is going to do that with 1 kill. But now the rotations have arrived. In the AK of Flash, he's going to take down Benji at the top of the wall. Sipe's going to try move forward. He's beyond that smoke, so he's got a bit of a chance. He also knows, based on where it was thrown, exactly where Barbar was. So Sipe gets the kill, and Zenda has complemented it. We might see a 12-3 half in the end of this. Well, what's the flank play? It's the long play from Taboo. He was the one anchoring the B platform, so he pushed all the way through the tunnel. Sipe's going to be inside that small little garden house at the top of the stairs. He's going to get wrecked as well. Taboo spots him and snaps to the left. That'll give information to his teammate Zenda, who's sitting on top of the bomb site, but he needs to buy time and space. Taboo's checking all the other angles. They're basically confronting each other, and he looks away at the wrong time. Taboo's going to get it. 13 rounds, PixelFire.
Oh dear. A must-win round for DenDD, as I mentioned before. They get decent position, a 2-on-1 after a lovely A-take there, finding all the frags that are required. I'm just not sure the player they're facing from Shed had to do that. Make sure if you're going to face those certain positions, at least have some sort of synergy. Like, get yourself in a position where you can both face at the same time. You need that communication working for you. But apparently that's not meant to be. 13-2 in the first half, pretty devastating. Obviously, DenDD have no choice but to win this pistol. If they lose it, it's pretty much a GG straight away.
Yeah, I mean, this... Hey, let's not forget we saw a 12-3 yesterday get turned around.
12-3, yeah, sure. But now
13-2 is a little different. I know, Henry.
12-3 is workable. This is a very tricky affair. They are on the CT side, I guess. Traditionally, we don't really see this happen too much. We're not seeing the T side roll over, especially if it's a drilled T-sided team, which I'm going to assume PixelFire are. From what I've seen, they understand the map. Then they just don't. So let's see how they approach it. So far, PixelFire is holding on for any aggression with the CT team. They don't have the audacity to face towards long 8. It's not really happening just yet, though. Showing some presence towards B. That's going to be Maeve just doing everything he can to keep the CTs there while his teammates now make the way towards long 8. It's going to be a fast execute. It's getting straight out towards the fence.
Benji, though, holding the angle by the cannons. It's often overlooked, as it is here, but unfortunately, he expends most of the ammunition firing into Barbar. That allows Taboo the response, and Sipe's now going to rotate to try and compensate, but the problem is they've got the platform. The good news is they don't have the bomb in their hands, so it's not being planted as we speak. All that said, it's just send to left. He's been wrecked through the vent. Doesn't even know where he's being shot from. Flash will close it. It's going to be 14-2, Henry.
It definitely is. Obviously, the CT's now no choice but to buy. It was a pretty simple round from PixelFire, holding in for that initial aggression. Maeve going over towards the other side there, showing his hand, a little bit of presence just to keep the 4 CTs there, and a very, very fast attack. PixelFire turning up. By the way, Henry has nice legs. Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do. That's about the only thing you got.
Oh, that's what you think.
In person?
Well,
just kidding. Actually, I haven't. Someday. No homo. This is getting out of hand. Dunas's going to try and hold long right now. He's got at least an upgraded pistol. He'll go for the boost to try and allow more vision, but that's taken away. Flash gets in far quicker than they were anticipating. They were a little bit hesitant in their decision, and they're all dead. Benji's the last to die. It's going to be 15 and map point for PixelFire. Not much to report, as Henry would say.
Yeah, I would say my quotes you're doing really works in this situation. Just a simple be execute, smoking off.
They just can't seem to get anything to come to fruition.
Yeah, that's a good one as well, isn't it? We should make a little catchphrase book for both of us. We could probably sell that, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Money, money, baby.
You get to work on that. And I'll cast the game.
Sure.
Okay, here we go then. Potentially the last round. 15-2, DenDD. Pretty much out of this one. I'd say there's no real chance now of actually doing anything. They've first forced up with Deagles and some armor. Desperate times, call for desperate measures. What have they got left there? The boozer to be dropping into. DenDD's still there, but the frag's coming in. PixelFire clear up the B-bomb sites. Just going to be Zendi and Sipe remaining. This one is over, my friend. It's been one of the quickest games and most convincing I think we've seen all tournaments. DenDD, one of the teams we'd say are hot favourites from what we've seen in recent tournaments, really. Like in terms of like the top 4, maybe.
Sure.
I'd say.
Yeah,
right?
I wouldn't say hot favorites, but they definitely had a chance in this. There's no question. I mean, they're not done yet. They still have another best of 1 after this that they're going to play.
Sure.
Sipe's going to make at least give us something to talk about, make it a little bit interesting, but yeah, they definitely didn't deliver as I would have expected. Sipe's going to actually take down Maeve, but there it is. There's the trade. Benji, or rather Barbar, excuse me,